They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Snagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. He is going nowhere. stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And these are the plays the defense is talking about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play a great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
A run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk about Alabama. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown time. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to ride this running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
The give on the inside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Punt is in the air. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Miller with the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kylan Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Drones. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block, man. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good, solid tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They punted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down offenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Finds his tight end. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Catch in the middle. It's Overton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Hokies will keep this drive going.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Drones. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Miller. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
With a 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play through the offense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
To throw, it's Drones. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. This is a designed run. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Fires left. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Hokies will snap it on first and 10. Can't get him to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. In the red area, it's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bennett. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base who's so used to doing that Gator... They're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Second down for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Drones. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that, because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Run in the red zone. It's Stewart. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing and you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Bennett. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown, then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Drones. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Calls his own number. Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Drones. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown, and now they need the 2-point conversion.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's 2-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
This crowd beside itself, trying to help that defense make a stand on the 2. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The last touchdown, only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they've tied it up in the final minute with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. Nobody around as he makes the catch. Got room at the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
On the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it in the 16.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. On the field goal, and they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Trying to do it on the ground. Did not make it. Stopped short, and they got nothing in the first possession of overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
From the gun, the ground game. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He's going to take a shot right away. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Miller.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on.